fucking good and new. Whoa! Alright. We are back to working on Katie's truck yet again. We're going to remove some broken fucking bolts tonight. We got that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. So the first thing I want to do when I get in here is I got this fiberglass welding blanket in here because we're going to be doing a little welding. So we tucked her in real nice, kind of covered up everything, and hopefully prevent a bunch of spatter and starting a fire, hopefully. And then the next thing we want to do is we got a squirt bottle of water here. These little plugs that we got in the intake, we want to go ahead and soak them with just a little touch of water. That just helps keep them fuckers from starting on fire so easy. You know, that'd be good, huh? We don't want to be starting no fires. Plus, keep that fucker handy because you never know. And hopefully that's all you need. Garden hose is, well, right there if I need it. Fire extinguishers, well, you don't need a fucking fire extinguisher. I got beer, but oh hell, we gotta save the beer fridge. I better get a fucking fire extinguisher, huh? Haha! Alright, we're gonna grab a roll lock disc. Big shout out to Mrs. Lauren Strasser, by the way, for sending the doggo some treats. Oh, the doggo got some treats today, huh? Huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Jesus Christ, dog. Just quit pestering me, would you? Okay. Sit. Back up. Back up. No, I didn't say get closer. Back up. Back up. Sit. Sit. Lay down. Stay there. You stay there. You stay there. Stay there. Okay. Yeah, you can have it. Go ahead. All right, I'm going to get some stuff set up here and I can bring it back, all right? Hold on. All right, we got the wire brush on this. I don't know if you can see. There we go. We got the wire brush on our little 20 volt die grinder again. Again, not a lot of speed here. We're just trying to polish the end of that bolt. And we're not worried about the rust or the dirt and shit on the gasket surface, okay? Leave that alone. I'll explain that here in a minute. We'll get this one polished up as well. Oh, there you go. Pan up, Rick. Pan up. All right. Make sure you're set. This is the Lincoln 140. You know, 140 amp max output. I shouldn't say it's 140 amp. It's the Lincoln 140. You got the Hobart 140, the Miller that's 140, whatever the fuck. I don't care. Doesn't matter what fucking welder you got. It's a small 110 wire feed. Or the largest 110 wire feed. I guess whatever the fuck you want to call it. So that big bastard that we got back there, that one's going to be our grounding point. Fucking mint. Look at that shit. So that one will be coming out last. You want to make sure your fucking shielding tip is father mucking clean, and that is not fucking clean. Focus! God, you're kind of dumb. Phone's dumb. Focus on that. Hey. Whatever. So I gotta clean the fucking tip, okay? I just take these little needle nose pliers, go around the outside, kind of break that shit off there. You're cleaned out, kind of go around in there a little bit. Thank you. Oh yeah, she's fucking mint. Look at that shit. Fucking perfect. Getting you not so bad. Trim her a little bead off the end. See that? Little fucking slag end on her. We'll nip that. Oh fuck, these ones. That ones don't have side cutters, eh? For fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. Here. Got it. Now when you're doing this, you're going to want to make sure you got proper fucking equipment, because you start burning yourself, you're going to start jerking around and things are going to get sideways in a hurry. Helmet. Hat. Welding jacket. Big shout out to Jeff Weinstock for the welding coat. Woo! Alright, so we got a bolt that's about inch and a half long. These are 8mm bolts. Go ahead, grab it with a vice grip. Like yay. Okay. Grab onto that son of a bitch. Now we're gonna hold it there. And we're gonna weld that motherfucker on. So now, if you don't have any experience welding, this is not the fucking time to get some. If you're superiorly confident in your fucking ability to weld, you better make a fucking video. So, I'm gonna weld this on a couple of sides. Now watch this vice grip. I'll show you heat distortion when you're welding. Notice how much that fucker moves? Just from that little tack weld. So now typically that's where a guy's gonna stop, right? You're gonna weld it all the way around, call it a day. Don't do that shit. Take your vice grip off there. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna run a bead down the edge of that bolt. Like that. Two reasons for that. That's going to make that bolt a lot stronger, and it's going to make it so it pushes more heat into that bolt and disperses down into that aluminum. Okay, 3/8 impact. Don't come in here all fucking trigger happy and start fucking reaming on this trigger either. Right now all I'm doing is introducing shock into this thing, let that heat still soak it in. That bolt's not even close to being cooled off. It's still going to be soft. So you just want to introduce that heat in that shock as things are expanding and contracting. Now, don't be surprised if you break that bolt off the first time. Because no matter how much you clean and on that surface, it's still, a lot of times it'll twist off. You'll get a much better bond on it on the second weld. What I'm doing here is just introducing a little bit more impact, just a little different, small hammer. Don't be hitting shit real hard. You don't need to hit shit real hard. We roll this back out of the way again. Patience is the absolute key here. You can make yourself a hell of a mess in a hurry. You don't have patience. See that? Hopefully you've seen that. There you go. That motherfucker came out. So I'm going to show you here. That son of it's still going to be hot. How we welded all the way around that son of a bitch. But we welded up that side. If you don't weld up that side, I'll give you 9 times out of 10 you're going to twist the fucker off. You'll twist it off right above your weld. So, there you go. Basically, it's rinse and repeat on the other ones. Okay, so this is the one that was sticking up further. So we welded a shorter bolt onto it. This one's a little bit of a challenge, and I'll explain why. Because I'm focused most of my heat there, it didn't transfer to the head as well. So I did do a little bit extra right there, but I'm going to run another bead beside this one, and possibly one behind it back there. At least for the bottom half of that, because I want to put a little bit more heat in that cylinder head. And if that doesn't work, we'll get the propane torch and heat the head a little bit, but that's kind of my last resort. So we'll throw some more, a little bit more weld on that fucker. I like the welding because the heat distributes a little bit slower, and it heats the length of the entire bolt up. So okay, so she's still cherry red, starting to cool off a little bit. I want to take my hammer and shock that son of a bitch a little bit. You don't want to be trying to twist on this thing while she's still cherry red like that. Obviously it's softer at that point, you're going to twist the motherfucker off, but when you're driving on it like this, you're basically trying to act to break, when you're impacting, you're trying to break the threads by twisting. So this way you're trying to shock the threads this direction. With heat in there, everything's expanded just a little bit. Okay. I'm going to let that sit for a second. Just give her an extra little bit because I put plenty of weld on that motherfucker, get a lot of heat in here, so I don't want to. There's a fine line between when it's too warm and too cool. Because you want to hit it in that prime time where she's expanded. Everything's just expanded the metal around it. Just starting to contract. Nail her with the fucking impact and away you go. In theory, anyway. Okay, get this fucker. Oh, I fucking mushed my bolt a little bit, huh? Yep. I'll drive that son of a bitch on there then. Hold on. Yeah. Don't come off there, you fucker. There you go. We made it work. It's alright. There you go. Fucking mint. Well, that's my first twist off. Let me go show you what we got going on here. Hold on. Need my hammer. So we're working on the very back one on this side. And that fucker twisted off on me. Back there. I don't have as much room. Now this is an option too, because you're just kind of tweaking things just a little bit, just kind of. Now don't hit that fucker hard, because you break the fucking corner of that cylinder head off, especially back there. You could break that son of a bitch out, and then you're fucked. You're fucked a lot of ways then, because now you're putting a fucking cylinder head on it, but just light tapping. So we re-welded onto that fucker. Couple of challenges I got here is that wire harness in the way. Not a huge deal, but I probably should have a longer bolt on there. I'm probably gonna have to dig around and find one. I'll explain that when I get done here. If you can see, maybe I'll try to show you here. I'll get you in there, maybe. Try to watch the carbonation that's around the oxidization and the buildup around the bottom of that bolt. See when it starts chipping out of there. Usually a good indication that you got it on the run. Not the time to start throttling up much, though. Right at the base of that weld, you want to look for those little pieces that start coming out of there. See that? Made something loosening up. I think my battery's getting low too. No, it's not. All right, we're good. So you see those little flakes and shit coming out of there. That usually means she's look at that one. We snapped it off a second time. Fuck. Okay. Now things get a little bit interesting. I'll explain why. Oh, fuck. Okay. Should have known that was going to happen, but I'm not surprised here. Fucking, like I said, I've done this a bunch of times, but now we have very little left sticking out, but we still got shit to work with. Well, look there, we have a stud again. So what I did is take your welder and just momentarily just build that fucker back up again. Now again, if you don't have the fucking skills to do that, don't fucking try it now. Now your saving grace here a little bit, and I mean a little bit, is the steel and aluminum or dissimilar metals. If you're working on cast iron, you can get your ass in real trouble in a real hurry. You will weld that fucking stud to that head in a fucking heartbeat if you don't watch what you're doing. So we built that back out again. I'm going to I dug around. I'm going to take a longer bolt this time. I probably should have before, like I had mentioned. And I'm going to weld that fucker on the end of that. We're going to try to go down and get as close to the fucking cylinder head as I can to get whatever I have left for bite and heat into the end of that son of a bitch. So we're going to run a couple of beads and then we'll see if this fucker will come loose. Okay, so longer bolts welded in. Making music now. Tap even less when you're out this far on the end of this fucking thing because you got a lot of leverage when you're hitting that motherfucker. You break that casting out, once again, you're fuckered. Putting cylinder head on. We're going to some serious hackery measures after that. Okay, impact, and we'll see what happens here. She's stuckered. Stuckered and fuckered. Fucking. That welding blanket likes to get in the way. Growed in there. Put down Ritz. So you see the smoke coming off my socket? She's getting a little warm. Now the only unfortunate part about that is I'm only heating the head of the bolt. See that? It moved. Oh, see if we can get you in there. Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Now we really broke her. Well, that's fucking reality, right? So there you go. We've made 3 attempts and I'm twisted off on every one of them. And you'll notice I did not twist off the weld. I twisted off a little bit more of the bolt. If you look real close, you can see the bolt, just like you can on those two. Okay? So our options here are getting limited, more and more limited as we go, which that's fucking par for the course, right? Now at this point you can cuss and swear and kick the dog, but it's not going to change the course of anything. I mean, I should probably use that motto more, but whatever. I've just done this a lot, so I'm used to it, I guess. I don't know. So we're gonna clean that up again and weld to it again. Gonna kind of fucking look around here. Oh yeah, see this that's the one that's not a blind hole either. So, or a through hole. That's a blind hole. So you're going right into the cylinder head casting at that point. There's not a lot of options to put heat back there as far as like a torch goes because, well, they got wiring harnesses, and even with that blanket there, direct flame, that fiberglass blanket doesn't hold up very well. So, yeah, I'll bring it back here in a bit. All right, well, as you can see, I'm pretty well broke off flush. I've made several more attempts at getting that out of there by welding to the end of it, building it up. It doesn't want to come out. Now, in most applications, I'm going to keep going until I'm broke off below the surface. Right now, I'm broke off at the surface. So, let me turn the flash off. That's better. So let me explain something here. Where this location is, to give you a perspective here, if you haven't been paying attention, I'm the very back of the engine, back by the firewall, and underneath the cowl. Because thank you for cab forward design, motherfuckers. Anyway, so what I need to do is I'm going to have to drill that, essentially. I could make a couple of more attempts, but if I break it off below the surface, I don't have the opportunity to flush that out real good. Right now I can take a abrasive disc and flush it out, make it nice and flat, get a good center punch on it, and then we can drill on it. So the only unfortunate thing is I don't have a right angle drill. Used to have a pneumatic one. That's been gone for a long time. Most of the time I don't need one. Like, I haven't needed one forever. I'm gonna need a right angle drill in there. Today's Tuesday. Pretty sure I can have one on Thursday. It's probably the route I'm gonna have to go. Fuck's sake. Another fucking, you know, it's getting to be a project, I know, but whatever. Not only is it Katie's truck, and it's cheaper than a car payment, it's Bob and Wendy's truck, and we're keeping the thing on the road, so that's what matters. We are going to be doing a lot of other shit to this thing. We're going to be doing a little bit of body work here eventually, and some stuff underneath. So, yeah. We got a lot of projects, we got a lot of things to do, but sometimes things have to take a priority, so I will get some stuff coming. I'm gonna have to get a right angle drill and drill the fucking bolt out. That's just how it is. Life sucks sometimes, so. But we get to make, we'll take you through that video, how to properly drill a bolt out in a bad spot, so. It is what it is, guys. If you like what we're doing, throw me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Ring the bell, get my notifications. This is been a hell of a project, and I appreciate you sticking around. Fucking see you next time. Okay, a couple of things I want to explain to you about my process here, and this isn't 100% because there's no 100% in getting broken bolts out. I don't give a fuck who you are. But this has been my go-to method for many, many fucking years, and I've done this a lot. If Squatch 253 is watching, I've done this a fucking lot. The reason I'm using these longer bolts like this is because I'm using torsion to my advantage. When you're using that impact, you're creating and releasing torque, right? So but you're also creating a twist and a constant tension on this part. So you're you're double acting there. I know, and that's why I think I fuckered myself right from the beginning with those ones on that very back bolt. Should have went to the longer ones to begin with when I had more to weld to. Whatever. That's not to say that it would have came out anyway, but that's torsion there will help you get those out most of the time. I've done this hundreds and hundreds of times, particularly on broken exhaust manifold bolts. This is a whole nother fucking ball game here with intake and that kind of shit. I'm sure it's had fucking probably been had a weeping fucking intake for a while, and it's just enough engine heat evaporates it off there. It becomes corrosive when it gets onto the aluminum, and it's not in a sealed system, and etc., etc. It is what it is. So, fuck it. Just say fuck it.